Have you or someone you love been prescribed Dupixent for eczema or atopic dermatitis, and then you were later diagnosed with a rare skin cancer called cutaneous T-cell lymphoma, or CTCL? I'm attorney Tracy Paulsen with Rightful Legal, and this is information you need to hear. On March 31st, 2025, the FDA issued a safety alert after identifying a possible connection between Dupixent and CTCL. This is serious, and you deserve the facts about what this means for your health and your legal rights. Eczema, which is also called atopic dermatitis, is a chronic skin condition that causes red, itchy, inflamed patches. It's not just dry skin, it's the result of an overactive immune system that disrupts the skin's protective barrier. For many people, eczema means constant itching, skin that cracks and bleeds, and an increased risk of infections. It can last for years or even a lifetime. When standard creams and medications don't work, doctors may prescribe medications like Dupixent. Dupixent is a prescription medication that was approved by the FDA in 2017. It's used to treat moderate to severe atopic dermatitis. It works by blocking two specific immune signals, interleukin-4 and interleukin-13. These are proteins that drive inflammation in allergic and eczema-related diseases. For many patients, Dupixent can bring major significant relief, but by altering the immune system, it may also change how the body detects and controls abnormal or cancerous cells. And that's where the concern about CTCL comes in. Cutaneous T-cell lymphoma, or CTCL, is a rare form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It starts in the skin's T lymphocytes, a type of white blood cell. Unlike most lymphomas that begin in the lymph nodes, CTCL begins in the skin. Over time, it can spread to lymph nodes, the bloodstream, and internal organs. The two most common types are mycosis fungoides, which is the slower growing form that can look like eczema or psoriasis in its early stages. The other is Sézary syndrome, which is a more aggressive type where cancerous T cells are found in both the skin and the blood. Symptoms can include red, scaly patches, severe itching, skin tumors, and enlarged lymph nodes. The challenge is that CTCL often looks so much like eczema that it's often misdiagnosed, especially early on. Over the past few years, medical reports have described patients who developed CTCL or saw it rapidly progressing after starting Dupixent. In late 2024, the FDA reviewed its adverse event reporting system and found enough cases to issue a newly identified safety signal in March of 2025. The concern is twofold. First, there are new onset CTCL cases, meaning that someone developed lymphoma for the first time after starting Dupixent. The second is the unmasking of existing CTCL, where a patient already had early undiagnosed lymphoma and Dupixent may have accelerated its progression. Despite this, Dupixent's label has no warning about CTCL. Drug companies have a duty to warn patients and doctors about known or foreseeable risks. Sanofi and Regeneron, the makers of Dupixent, promoted it widely for skin conditions without requiring cancer screenings and without adding any warning label about the risk of CTCL to patients or doctors. That means many began treatment without understanding the possible dangers. At Rightful Legal, we are investigating claims nationwide for people who have used Dupixent for eczema or atopic dermatitis and who were diagnosed with CTCL after starting Dupixent, who had no prior diagnosis of lymphoma, or who experienced rapid progression of undiagnosed CTCL and were never warned about the risk. If this describes you or a loved one, you may be entitled to financial compensation through a lawsuit against the manufacturers. The FDA is still reviewing the data, but the drug companies still have not updated their warning labels. The clock is ticking as the statute of limitations applies differently in each state. If you or your loved one have taken Dupixent and have been diagnosed with CTCL, you can contact me directly at Rightful Legal at 617-821-5856 or schedule a free consultation online at Rightful Legal. We are here to help review your case. You pay nothing.